My name is Lisa Soland, and I had the privilege of writing and directing the play Sergeant York. And I'm sitting here today with the wonderful, talented actor many of you know because you've seen the play. Greg Helton played Alvin York.
Most of us grew up big and red-headed, but I grew up the biggest of them all. I guess the reason I growed up so big was I was such a roughneck. Father had to whip me all the time. See, he sort of kept my hide loose so I could feel out.
During the tour, we also had the privilege of performing. In fact, it was our first performance off campus or outside the theater in which it premiered. We drove up and performed it in the barn that Alvin York built on the property up there in Pall Mall. The language of the play the mystery in which the play was created was that Alvin's actually standing on the porch there talking to the people that have gathered to hear his stories. What was that like, being in the barn? And all the things that you refer to in the play are literally right there around you.
Yeah. It's probably crazy to say that felt Alvin there with me. But yeah, I did. I mean, you were walking places that he walked in a structure that he built, surrounded by his family, who he loved. The farm that he treasured, just everything that was rich and real to him. The yellow doors is where he made his inspirational decision as a backdrop. While I sweated myself to death because it's 95-degree heat, it's one of my favorite performances because of all of that. There were things that just came to me in the moment. This is the way to say them. And I don't know that I ever replicated some of that. It was a magical day that I think Alvin was there with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Watching it was exciting. Mm-hmm. When we performed in Jimtown, mm-hmm. At the institute that he had built, the Alvin York Institute, that was another exciting performance for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As a performer.
And I think that was not only because of where we were, but the audience was, if not one of the best, if not the best, real high up. I mean, every joke they got, they knew the story, they knew why things were funny or meaningful and inspirational. They loved the man, they loved the story, and it was neat just, bringing that to them. That was a joy, definite joy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that it's imperative that you who are out there today watching this video, find it within yourself to give to the Sergeant York Patriotic Foundation. Now, there'll be a little website address there that you can click on. Those funds go directly to keeping the memory of this man alive and what he stood for, which was one flag, one country, one God. And I think that if we keep our sights on that, we'll be all right.
We'll do okay.